Hey everybody, this is Tali Berman, Autism Specialist, and welcome to my kickoff for 2018. This is going to be a four-part series and experience together that I'm calling Framing Your 2018 Autism Journey. So what I'm going to be doing with you over the next 4 weeks is each week I'll be sharing with you a step that you can take to really frame your year forward with your child. So think about this as really setting yourself up to have the most successful, clear path forward in helping your child. This is not like resolutions, because resolutions, I think in everyone's mind, is saying or writing down things that you say you want to do, but inevitably don't end up doing. So this is not that. I don't really like the association with the word resolutions, New Year resolutions. This is more about creating a path forward with intention, with mindfulness, so that you can have the kind of year you want to have with your child. And with each video, I'm going to give you a very small but clear and powerful step you can take to help really make this an interactive process, one that you're really crystallizing each step to start your year 2018 in the most strong and clear way possible. So step one is actually not going to be about creating goals or moving forward, which sometimes it usually is. This is going to be a little bit different than that. Step one actually is I'm calling it clearing the path by letting go. So here's what I mean by that. Oftentimes we're just so eager to get going, we just run down the path with our goal in mind and don't take the time to first stop and say, wait a second, are there things in my path that I need to clear out of the way? Things that I might trip over, things that might be barriers to me. And that in and of itself is a very important step. To take a moment and reflect on, what do I need to clear out of the way? What do I need to let go of, so that when I'm ready to create my goals and ready to move forward, I can do so in the most successful, supportive way possible and just go for it. All right, so the first step is really taking time to understand and identify what that is. And I want to share with you something that I had let go of and has made a huge difference for me with my son, my youngest, who is named Jonathan, who's 11 years old, who is not on the autism spectrum, but does have learning challenges with reading and with writing, pretty significant learning challenges, possibly dyslexia, that we've been working with him and supporting him over the years. Now, when this first came to light, that he was really struggling with reading and writing, I went crazy over it. We were going to vision therapy, occupational therapy, reading specialists. We were doing sort of primitive reflex motor programs. We were waking up every day at 6 a.m. before school and crawling and creeping and doing all kinds of motor exercises, with my goal being to fix him. My goal being to change him, to rewire his brain, so that he can move on and be like and read like and write like every other kid in his class. So it was about 1.5 years of these sort of intensive therapies. And although I do believe that growth did come from it, there was also a lot of pressure. And it was sort of a big burden, a lot of stress. And it was only at a point when I had a discussion with one of the therapists, actually, who said to me, well, how would you feel if reading and writing was always a challenge for him? It was something that he would never be like his peers would be. Can you imagine that he could still live a life of fulfillment, of purpose, of joy, even if reading and writing was always something that was challenging for him? And that was like a huge turning point for me, because totally I can see him living a life of fulfillment and purpose and joy, doing all kinds of things, even though he might still not read as easily as other people his age. And what I did in that moment was I totally let go of the need to fix or change him. And it was a huge relief for me, a huge burden lifted off of my shoulders, and a huge burden lifted off of his. He'll tell you he is so glad to be done with all those things. It really compromised our relationship. It made it challenging, and I'm still working with him, and we are still reading, and I'm working with the school very diligently to give him the supports that he needs, the accommodations that he needs, and continue to work with him to improve his reading skills, to improve his writing skills. But I'm doing it as a way to support him to be the best that he can be, to grow to his potential. It's different than wanting to fix or change him. That's the thing that I let go of, letting go of the need to fix or change him. And instead, I've seen him really grow in beautiful ways. He's become much more competent, much more confident, And it's been just so much more pleasurable between the two of us because he sees and senses and feels that I'm supporting him to grow to his potential, not trying to fix or change him to be like kids in his class. And that has really cleared our path to move forward in clear ways of, okay, how can we continue to support you? How can I continue to help you without that pressure of needing to fix or change him? So the first step for you is clearing the path by letting something go. So what I want to ask you is, what is something you want to let go of in 2018? What is some way that you want to clear your path forward so when we get to the goal part of our 4 steps, you have a very easy to navigate, clear path forward. And think about this. This could be something about the way you relate to your child, something that you think about in terms of your child. This also could be a therapy you decide to let go of. This could be a teacher, a therapist, a caregiver that you decide to let go of. It could be someone, it could be something, it could be a treatment. Something that you feel ultimately is not serving you and your child. That's step 1, clearing the path. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to fill in the blank in the comment section below, which is, in 2018, I decide to let go of, and then fill in the blank. I would love to see your responses below. What is it you decide to let go of? By crystallizing it and by writing it down helps you really become very clear about what that thing is. And then I encourage you to write that sentence down and put it somewhere where you can see it on a daily basis. That might be on your night table. That might be on your refrigerator. You will forget about it unless you have this constant reminder of, what is something I want to let go of? And then throughout your day, you can have the experience of what it's like to let that thing go and clear your path and lighten your burden. So fill in the blank, share your comments below. I want to engage with you and hear step 1. What is one thing you want to let go of on your autism journey in 2018?